Welcome back, everybody, to the Los Angeles Angels franchise here with the two idiots as we have begun the month of September. We are 3-7 in our last 10, but so are two other teams in the division, and they are very important ones because we are within one game of the wild card race right now. The Athletics and the Mariners also have wild card spots, but we are very, very close in the rankings here to these guys. And with a full month of baseball left to play, there's certainly enough time for us to snag one of these wildcard spots and actually achieve a level of success this year that seemed so far out of reach early on. We begin on the road against the Philadelphia Phillies, and they are 91-50. Nearing the end of this campaign, they are seeking 100 wins this year, and this matchup in Game 1 will begin with our ace, Rhett Lauder, versus Zach Wheeler, who has had another fantastic year under his belt, picking up 13 wins, 163 innings to this point, with 128 strikeouts and a 3.42 ERA. Definitely going to be a challenge, but I would love to take 2 out of 3 against Philly here. I think that's probably the high mark of what we would say is possible. Definitely not going to ask for a sweep, but I'd really love to see us win the majority of these games here, 2 out of 3 or split a series. We got a 4-game stretch versus the Texas Rangers coming up there at home. And it would just be really, really cool if we could not worry about the wild card. So let's pick up, 2 out of 3 here. Maybe a sweep of one of the bad teams, Cleveland, I'm looking at possibly. They have a terrible record. So if we sweep Cleveland, pick up, most of these matchups, it could be done. So the wild card race begins here on September 3rd against Philly. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
7-2.
That's a good start.
Very good start. 8 hits on the day, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. 6 strikeouts against Wheeler is not bad.
No, not bad at all.
So we had doubles on the day, Sean Noel and Tom Gregg. Home runs from Sean Noel and Royce Lewis. RBIs, Nolan Shonwell with 3, Tom Gregg, Royce Lewis, Brady House, and Chase Slaughter all with 1 RBI each. No errors.
And that is nice to see because the errors have been really haunting lately. Rhett Lauder picks up win number 9 as he's getting closer and closer to double digits here. He did also nab a quality start as he went 6 innings pitched with only 5 hits, 2 earned runs allowed, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. An absolutely solid line that would give any team the chance to pick up a win if their starter can deliver that. Hunter Gaddis picks up hold number 10 off of just 1 inning pitch, and he allowed a hit and a walk, but managed to get out of it with no runners scored. Victor Gonzalez repeats that and does the exact same stat line. And then Ashton Para comes in and he gets a clean inning with 2 strikeouts and has a 0 ERA. That's pretty nice. That's a third-round draft pick from 2025 coming in for a clean inning. I like that.
Yeah, September call-up doing his thing. Nice.
Yeah, nice to see that when they come in and immediately, you don't have that big concern of, okay, how's it going to go? And, 8 earned runs and 2 outs. Sometimes it goes that way. And luckily today it didn't for Para.
No, definitely nice to see. All right, so Game 2, Gavin Stone versus Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola's having a great year again, a 16-4 record, 186 innings, 131 strikeouts, and a 2.56 ERA. Gavin Stone has had a bit of an up and down season so far. He's got an 8-9 record, 138 innings, 81 strikeouts, and a 3.85 ERA, which is really respectable. So Game 2 should be also another victory for us. Let's just get it done. Oh.
All right. At least it's not a blowout.
No, I tried to will it into existence, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Series has been split now, and we were very competitive in the first 2 games, and in Game 3, it actually looks to be a little bit in our favor if the trends continue. Luis Garcia is on the mound for us today, and he is 6-9 for his record. Through 155 innings pitched, he's been a constant here, and he has done phenomenal. He's gotten 110 strikeouts through 155 innings, and he has a 3.01 ERA. He is pitching like an absolute number 1 or a very, very strong number 2 if you have a better ace than that. So really, really awesome to see the performance from Garcia continue all year. And he's going to be going up against Andrew Painter, who is tied in his win-loss record at 8-8. Through 143 innings pitched, he has 128 strikeouts, so that rate is higher than Garcia's. But his ERA is also much higher at a 5.20. So he has been consistently pretty disappointing, I would say, for the Phillies. Probably their worst performing pitcher. And this should give us the opportunity in Game 3 to actually take this series. We've already picked up one win. Very happy about that. But like I said, this is the time where we need to start picking up unexpected wins and winning games that we should win. No room for error here as we chase the wild card. Game 3, Garcia versus Painter is a win for the Angels, and that's a series.
Yes.
Whew. Wow. Okay.
Man, 12 hits on the day. 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Ouch.
Wow.
And Dalton Rushing had 3 of those. Doubles on the day, Royce Lewis, Dalton Rushing, and Travis Bazzana. A home run from Travis Bazzana. RBIs were Tom Gregg, Royce Lewis with 2, Jason Dominguez with 1, and Travis Bazzana with 2. And a stolen base from Tom Gregg.
Tom Gregg. Luis Garcia picks up the win to improve his win-loss record to 7-9. He did not get the quality start, though, as he only went 5 innings pitched, allowing 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and striking out 5. Still a very, very solid day for him. Hunter Gaddis comes in for an inning and a third of work, allowing a hit and getting his strikeout, but no earned runs. Jose Quijada nearing 30 holds, and Ben Joyce there right behind him, both at 29 holds. Quijada gets 2 outs for us and a walk. Ben Joyce comes in and gets a walk and a strikeout. And Justin Martinez gets save number 39. What a campaign he's had.
Awesome.
And that's definitely a series to build momentum off. The Phillies, as a 90-plus win team at the beginning of September, are going to be clear favorites for a World Series run. And they just lost to the 500 Angels. And not in like we limped over the finish line and just barely beat them. Game 1 was nearing blowout status as we won 7-2. Game 2 was pretty close at 1-4. And then in Game 3, we doubled them 6-3. So really, really awesome to pick up some wins there against such a challenging team. And we'll see if we can keep that momentum going as we come home for a 7-game stretch, beginning with a series against the Brewers for 3 and then ending against the Texas Rangers for 4. The Brewers above 500, and it looks like one of their September call-ups here, Miss Horowski, who in real life had an incredible year for the Milwaukee Brewers. In the game here, he is just being called up, I guess, in the early days of September. So don't know what the show is going to treat him like, but on our end, the known quantity is Daniel Espino. And he's got 16 wins this year. He has been very quietly making an excellent year for himself as he's pitched for 152 innings, striking out 108, and keeping that ERA below 4. It's at a 3.78 right now, so he's been very solid. I would say a very strong number 3 or 4 in a rotation. And I'm feeling really good about this matchup. I really hope that Mr. Orowski is not quite as good as his real-life counterpart. And the Brewers certainly have not been as good as their real-life counterparts. So let's go Angels and pick up a win in Game 1.
Oh.
No.
Damn. Not what I wanted to see.
No.
Man, we had 14 hits, and it could only muster up 4 runs.
Wow. Dubon went 4 for 5.
Damn. Okay. We had 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. Dubon had a double, so did Jason Dominguez. We had a triple from Tom Gregg and a home run from Travis Bazzana. The RBIs were Dubon, Lewis, Dominguez, and Bazzana. Stolen base from Brady House.
Nice. And Daniel Espino continues to have another good start. He went for 5 innings, allowing 6 hits, but only 2 earned runs. He did walk 1 batter and only struck out 1. So those strikeout numbers would definitely like to see improve. Victor Gonzalez then comes in for an inning, allowing a hit but no earned runs. Jose Quijada performs an absolute magician display here as he went for an inning. He walked 3 batters and then struck out 2 and got the final out. So he basically walks the bases loaded. I don't know about the timing of when they happen, but allowing 3 walks and no earned runs in your inning that you play, that's masterful bounce back from Quijada. Really love to see that. Ben Joyce then comes in, though, and this is where disaster strikes. He picks up loss number 9, not getting a single out at all, allowing 3 hits, a walk, and 4 earned runs. That might have even been a grand slam. I don't know, but wow, really, really tough. And Ben Joyce definitely gets charged with the loss, rightly so. Ashton Parra comes in for another inning. He allows a hit this time and a walk, but still no earned runs for the young rookie. Hans Kraus comes in for the final inning of play and allows a hit and an earned run and nothing else. And yeah, damage has been done. That is a tough loss.
Man, everybody that get on base for Ben Joyce get in.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a rough fucking relief outing.
Yeah, it is.
We'll put that bad loss behind us. We're going to take game 2 because we got your buddy, Jarlin. Old Yarlin Susanna, a 4-2 record, a 3.14 ERA versus Freddie Peralta, who's 9-12 with a 3.86 ERA. But just get it done. Oh my word!
Oh, Yarlin!
Wow!
Oh,
Holy fuck!
one of the ugliest losses of the year.
What the relievers?
Yeah, it's poor Parra. He finally got his rookie bomb.
Wow.
The Milwaukee Brewers absolutely hazed us.
That is brutal. Man,
Oof.
Everybody let in runs.
Yeah, it's funny, actually. I think Susanna actually had the best because his outing for 5 innings pitched and 3 earned runs, that's still a pretty decent game. I mean, it's not the results that you want, really, per se, but another inning would have been a quality start right there. So he's on track. It's not a bad game. But yeah, relief just collapsed. Well, we'll see if we can come home without our tail between our legs here, as the Brewers have been pounding us into oblivion for the first 2 games. And in Game 3, our rotation turns back around to give us our best shot at winning, possibly. It is Rhett Lauder coming back to the mound. With that 9-9 record, one of those is going to go into double digits most likely, and he will be facing off against Framber Valdez, who has 12 wins and 9 losses this year through 181 innings. He has been an absolute workhorse, and it's been really working for the Brewers as he's picked up 167 strikeouts, and his ERA is at 3.18. So an excellent campaign for him. Let's see if we can spoil it.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We don't get swept.
Whew. Damn. I was nervous.
So this evens out the Phillies series for me because I didn't actually expect to win 2. And then in this series, I expected to win 2, but we only win 1. So
yeah,
I think it all evens out so far.
That it does. Yeah. So we had 10 hits on the day, 7 walks and 6 strikeouts. Doubles from Royce Lewis and Travis Ozana. RBIs, 2 from Dubon, 2 from Bizana. Single RBIs from Lewis, Rushing, and Paris. And wow, Dubon had 2 stolen bases.
I'm telling you, man, Dubon has been heating up. He went 2 for 3 again today. And with those 2 stolen bases, I mean, he's picking up RBIs. Dubon has been turning it on. His average is above 250 now.
Yep. Nice to see him doing something.
It's been a long climb to get up there, too, because he was doing pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Rhett Lauder does not pick up a quality start. He almost gets there, though, and the problem today for him was definitely the walks. He went for 5 innings pitched, only allowing 2 hits, which looks spectacular, and really it is. There's nothing to take away from that, but he did allow 3 earned runs, and I gotta think that it was because he walked 4 batters. He only struck out 3, so a little bit of a mixed bag for him, but ultimately not a bad day at the office. Hunter Gaddis comes in for relief in the 6th inning and picks up his 8th win of the year. He has been stealing wins, like snagging them right out of thin air, basically, from these starters. And only 1 innings pitched. He gets 1 hit and 1 walk, but no earned runs, and that's enough for win number 8. Jose Quijada comes in and does get hold to number 30 off of his inning, where he walked 1 and struck out 1. Ben Joyce then comes in and hopes to have a better day, and he ultimately does. Through his work, he allowed only 2 hits through his inning, and he struck out 1. Victor Gonzalez comes in and picks up 2 outs while giving up a hit and a walk, and then we pull him to put in Justin Martinez to get serious, and he picks up save number 40 after allowing a hit, but then getting the final out of the game. So congratulations to hold number 30 for Quijada and save number 40 for Martinez. Big milestones.
So we start off this 4-game series against the Rangers, putting Gavin Stone versus Shane Baz. Stone with his 8-10 record and his 3.90 ERA versus Shane Baugh's 10-10 record and a 4.38 ERA. The Rangers being 6 games under 500 and us finally being a couple games over 500. I'm not going to say we should easily handle the series, but I think we got a good chance. At least splitting the series with Texas. We need some positivity and we need some W's on the board to maintain a shot at a wild card. Let's get it done. Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, we need 2 out of 4 at least here. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, we need a split for sure.
We can't lose 3 to the Rangers.
No.
It's a 5-1 loss in game 1, and in game 2 here, it's going to be Luis Garcia. As we, talked him up last time, he picked up another win and continues to have success, and he'll be facing off against Paul Blackburn, who has just one of the worst records that we've seen so far this year. He's got 4 wins and 18 losses, and there's still time enough for him to get to 20. Let's see if we can deliver it in game 2. That's a win, and yes, that's 19 losses for Blackburn. I don't know why I'm cheering so hard for somebody else's failure, but sometimes it's fun to watch the numbers go up.
as long as the bad numbers going up aren't on our side of the board,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
all right to cheer a little bit.
I just like watching numbers. 'Twas the tism, my lord.
We ended up with 8 hits on the day, 9 walks. Holy crap.
Wow.
Only 5 strikeouts. Nice. Nolan Shawnoel, Brady House, and Dalton Rushing all with doubles. Another home run from Royce Lewis. RBIs in the day. Royce Lewis with 4. Nolan Shawnoel and Dalton Rushing each with a single RBI. And no errors again. This is a nice little run of no errors.
I wonder if that was a grand slam from Lewis.
Let me see. He only had 1 hit.
Yeah. Might have been.
Must have been. Only 1 hit, and he drove in 4 runs, so.
All right.
Royce Lewis hit a grand slam.
Luis Garcia picks up another win, and it was a really, really good one for him. I got to imagine that he was very laborious in this outing. As he went for 6 innings pitched, he only allowed 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. And the reason that I say that, I think it was laborious at least, is that with only 3 hits, no walks, I mean, obviously he's dealing to maximum effect here. So to not have him go later into the game, it's probably a pitch count thing that they did. And it's, yet another instance of us saying, I wish that they added this to the game. It would be cool to see a pitch count, or at least if there was something that we could dig into to double check, like if we go into a certain menu or whatever, because they have that pitcher analysis, like the pitcher breakdown screen. I would love to just have it at a glance though. Like, why did they pull him? If there was like an expandable, how in the lineup or in the rotation, you could just move down and select a player and then open up a tab. Like, I wish here in the box score I could, and it would give context to some of these numbers. Like, he went 5 excellent innings, and then it was the 6th inning that he was in that started to get tougher. He was at 80 plus pitches, and all 3 hits came in the 6th inning, so it started looking grim there, and so they took him out. You know what I mean? Like, if there was just a little blurb or some type of context to these numbers sometimes, that would be a really, really cool thing for me.
Oh, I agree, because there's been a few times we've always had that question is, why did they pull the guy if he was, dealing in the 6th? He's give up only 3 hits, only walk, and no walks and 4 strikeouts over 6. Why is he not pitching 7 and 8? But yeah, if he was, if he gave all 3 hits came in the 6th and he was, pitch count was high, that's why. But yeah, it's just weird that we can't see that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'd be another cool thing for it to add. I would just like a little bit more reason for certain things. We know that the box score does not tell the story, and it's up to us to try to interpret that sometimes. And yeah, but anyways, Luis Garcia picks up a excellent quality start and drops his ERA below 3 now, so that is fantastic. Hunter Gaddis comes in to pick up only 2 outs off of a hit and 2 earned runs with a walk as well. So he gets hold number 12, but it's really not a good one. That's an asterisk on that hold for me. Quijada comes in, and after picking up 30 holds, he increases that to 31, getting the final out of that inning after allowing a walk. Ashton Para comes in to try to bounce back from his rookie hazing, and he plays for an inning, getting 2 hits and 1 earned run. So not a terrible outing, and It's what you expect, really, and reliever numbers are so volatile anyways. I'm not worried about his ERA right now. He's going to get very limited playtime here in September, but it was fun to see him start off really well, and then you just waiting for the hammer to drop, and it sure did. Justin Martinez will close the game and get save number 41, though. He pitches for the final inning, allowing only 1 hit and striking out 2. Isn't that the typical line that we would see out of Martinez? Like for so many in a row, it was an inning pitched, no earned runs, and 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, he was doing that for quite a while this year. So, yeah, it's nice to see him with the 41 saves. That is awesome. So far, this series with Texas is split with 2 games to go. Daniel Espino on the mound versus Henry Casillas. Casillas. I was wondering if it was the double L's as a Y sound or was an actual L sound.
I assume, yes.
You hate silent letters, and I'm not a fan of the
silent
L's.
Letters.
Yeah, I'm not the fan of the L's that sound like I's or Y's or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got Daniel versus Henry. Let's go, Angels.
We've got a critical situation in Game 3. It's Martinez on the mound trying to save this game. We've got a 2-run lead, but bases loaded. And wow, what a challenge there against Adolis Garcia. There's only 1 out. We need a double play. And so far, Martinez is looking very bold. 2 strikes against Garcia. Wow. Low and away. He gets him on the splitter. Garcia just watches strike 3 come through.
Holy shit.
And to get us through this situation, Justin Martinez has walked 2 batters. So the bases loaded is entirely of his doing. He has gifted it to the Rangers. And now, with only 1 out left to go, the bases are loaded. And Martinez may just get out of this. It's 0-1. Good strike. Martinez coming into play at the throw back to first base.
Yes!
Got him! Yes! The wild card race continues as the Angels take another win. The guy's holding up his hot dog. Look, it's a Kurt Casale dog. That is 2 games out of 3 so far against Texas. And in the final Game 4 here at home, we are going to be putting up on the mound Yarlin Susana. He's had 85 innings pitched to this point now, with 61 strikeouts and a 3.27 ERA. He has been awesome since coming up to the Major League roster. And opposite him, I said opposite, weird. Opposite. Opposite him is Kumar Rocker, and he has certainly been rocked on the mound after he's only gotten 1 win and 12 losses. He's got 12 times the amount of losses as wins. That's incredible. He has pitched for 69 innings, and they have not been nice. 63 strikeouts looks pretty good for him, but that ERA at a 6.91 is pretty abysmal, and actually looks to be one of the most favorable matchups that we've seen in recent memory. I think that this is our time. Let's take 3 out of 4 against the Texas Rangers. No! Yarlin! He gave Kumar Rocker a win.
Damn.
Why?
Yeah, why would you do that? Don't even want to look.
All right, we split the series.
Yeah, we needed to win that series pretty badly, but we ended up with a split. At least we didn't get mopped, or we didn't lose the series.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like that the minimum bar for success there was to split the series, and we did that.
So after that split with Texas, we head on the road and head to Cleveland, where we put Rhett Lauder on the mound versus Tanner Beebe. Beebe?
I'm not sure.
Beebe. But who cares? Rhett Lauder versus Tanner something or other. Yes!
Yes!
Oh, that's what we needed. 12 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts.
Wow.
Doubles from Shawnuel, Dominguez, and DeLauder. Triple from Royce Lewis and Travis Bazzana. Home run from Royce Lewis and Mason Wynn. RBIs in the day: Nolan Shawnuel, Royce Lewis, Mason Wynn with 2, Chase DeLauder with 2, with Travis Bazzana with 1, and air on the field from Mason Wynn. Caught stealing: Brady House and Travis Bazzana.
On the pitching side of things, Rhett Lauder does get to double digits with the win category first. That's number 10 off of 6 innings pitched with only 2 hits and no earned runs allowed. It looks like that Mason Wynn error allowed those other 2 runs to come across, but not charged to Lauder. He did walk 4 and struck out only 3 through those 6 innings, but ultimately a quality start and a good win for him. Jose Quijada picks up hold number 33 with 2 strong innings of play, where he only walked 1 batter and struck out 1 as well. And Victor Gonzalez for the final inning, he comes in and allows a hit, but no earned runs, nothing else on that stat line, so he continues to be good. Quijada and Gonzalez, the 1-2 punch to finish the game, and no earned runs charged to any pitcher. So a great day on the mound for our boys. You want to check the standings again? We moved up in the division. We're over the Athletics.
We're in the wild card. We're in the wild card.
And that's another half game above the Yankees. They lost. Okay, 2 behind the Sox, 2.5 behind the Mariners. In the division, we are now ranked 3rd. Oh, man. With only 2 weeks left to play, we have now given ourselves a real shot. We have pulled a half game above the Athletics in the wildcard race currently. We are sitting on the last wildcard spot. We are now ranked 3rd in our division. And against the Cleveland Guardians, I would love to see a sweep to give us just a little bit more breathing room. The New York Yankees are also breathing down our necks as they approach from behind, winning 8 out of their last 10. And they are surging up to try to grab that final wildcard spot. And we can hopefully fight them off and gives ourselves some breathing room. If Gavin Stone can pick up a win against Gavin Williams, it's the battle of the Gavins. It's game 2 against the Guardians, and we are in the top of the 9th with nobody out, 2 men on base, and Dalton rushing at the plate. He watches strike 1 come through. The Guardians have Emmanuel Clase here to try to close and save this game, but we could play spoiler. If Dalton rushing will do anything except watch another strike, come on, man.
Gotta swing the bat to win the game.
It's 0-2 against him. And he defends the zone against the cutter low and in. Clase having to really labor here. This is pitch 17, and rushing fouls it away again. Couple really long at-bats, and we could wear him out. And that is lifted high into shallow center field. And they bring that down, rushing unproductive with the first out of the inning. And we turn to Chase DeLauder. He has not been very reliable throughout this year. 0 for 3 today. That average right above the Mendoza line at 2.01. And he swings at the first pitch, fouling the cutter.
He does better with runners and scoring than he does with no one on the base. So,
well, that's the situation, DeLauder. So, ooh, good take, good take. Come on. 1-1. Clase gives it to DeLauder, who lifts it to left field, going back in about 15 feet before the warning track. It's brought down for out number 2. We do not advance the runners. And so with 2 on and nobody out, it's now down to the final out. And the Guardians make a change to bring in Jose Hernandez. And this is not their closer. Clase, by all rights, should have probably stayed in there, but he's pulled, and they bring in Hernandez. Maybe they want the matchup, and they're very serious about trying to win more games here at the end of the year. Travis Bazzana comes in, though, in the 9 spot, and he's been averaging 264 this year, 1 for 2 today. And he's definitely been a bright spot over the last few weeks. But he will pop this one high up into short left field, well, third base territory, really. And yeah, that's a Guardians win. Damn it. Series is split now as the Guardians have taken Game 2, and we move on to Game 3, which will see Luis Garcia versus Reed Detmers. And this looks to be a favorable matchup for us, except Detmers is a strikeout king this year, as he has more strikeouts than innings pitched. That K per 9 being very high is usually a weakness for us. So let's see if we can get the bats going and pick up a series win against Cleveland.
Oh.
No!
No.
Come on. I was talking sweep of this series, man.
Damn it. 7 hits, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts. doubles from Tom Gregg and Mason Wynn, triple from Tom Gregg, home run from Dubon. RBIs, 2 from Tom Gregg, 2 from Dubon. No errors on the day.
Luis Garcia has a tougher day on the mound. He goes 4 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. So not a great day, but not the worst. And Hans Kraus definitely gets the spotlight there, as he only goes for an inning, allowing 2 hits, 2 walks, and 4 earned runs. Once again, every batter that reached base scores on Hans Kraus, and that's a disturbing trend. Ashton Para comes in and gets 5 outs for us, allowing only 1 hit, and he struck out 2 of those. So nice for him. Gives him a little bit more of a buffer on that ERA. And Victor Gonzalez comes in for the final inning, allowing a hit and striking out 2.
After the disappointing series loss to the Guardians, we head to Seattle, where we need to win games. We are currently out of a wild card spot by 1 game. We need wins. Boys, this is it. Just get it done.
Critical situation. Justin Martinez trying to save this game out with a 1-run lead. Bottom of the 9th, 1 man on base, and Taylor Ward at the plate. We miss below for the first ball. And that's a good one. Splitter low and in. Gets Ward to swing over the top. Seattle Mariners, this is going to be a very important series, as we are within, I think, just a game and a half of them. And the final, actually not even the final wild card spot, all of the wild card spaces, all 3 of them, are absolutely within contention for 5 teams. And then on the outside, we have the Kansas City Royals, and Ward swings maybe a self-defense swing there as he strikes out. And former Oriole Heston Kjerstad is on the Seattle Mariners. Wow. So anyways, there's 5 teams that are very seriously going after 3 spots. And then you have the Kansas City Royals, who are, as of before this game, 4 games behind us. And the throw over, and we don't get him. So the wild card race is at an all-time height for intensity right now. And between us and the Mariners, interdivision, it could... Oh! What a grab! What a throw! What a
Yes!
And we've got it! A spectacular double play! Wow!
Holy shit.
That was incredible.
After that much-needed win, we're going to put Yarlin Suzanne on the mound versus Luis Castillo. Yes!
Yes!
Oh, man.
That's huge.
Another much-needed win.
That's a series.
That's a series, baby. 14 hits. No walks. Holy shit.
Wow.
I don't think I've seen that in a long time.
It was pure bat.
Man, 6 strikeouts. Dalton Rushing with a double, Mason Wynn with a triple, Nolan Shonowell with 2 home runs, and Tom Gregg with a home run. RBIs in the day, Shonowell with 3, Tom Gregg with 1, and Dalton Rushing with 1. Stolen base from Nolan Shonowell, and caught stealing from Dalton Rushing. Why is our catcher stealing bases or trying to steal bases? He a big boy, too. Where's he going?
Because it's so unexpected. I don't know. Like Alejandro Kirk stealing his first base.
Exactly. That was so awesome.
Yarlin picks up win number 5 after going 5 1/3 with 6 hits, 3 walks, and only 2 earned runs allowed. He did strike out 2 batters as well. Another very strong start for the kid. Hunter Gaddis comes in and gets 2 outs, allowing 1 hit, and then we pull him before anything else bad happens. Ben Joyce comes in and gets hold number 31, getting 2 outs off of 2 hits and a walk for us, so a much more challenging path, but Ben Joyce gets out without being scored on. Jose Quijada picks up hold number 34 after an inning and a third of play, allowing 1 hit and striking out 2. And Justin Martinez is seeking even more saves to end this year, and save it he did. Number 44 off of an inning with 1 hit, no walks, and 1 strikeout. That's a series win sealed now against the Seattle Mariners as we've picked up the first 2 games. Game 3 yet to be decided, but Panther and I looked at the wild card rankings and we did the math. We are still vying for that last spot. All 5 teams still incredibly in competition for the final 3 wild card places as the season is near completion. We took a look and said, okay, well, what happens in the event of a tie? What if we end the season tied for one of these spots? Well, then it would go to the score difference as the tiebreaker. And we took a look back, and we have losing records against every team except the Boston Red Sox, where we did split all of the games that we played against them this year. However, Boston outscored us in the series. So we do not have the tiebreaker against Boston. We cannot get through on technicality. We must win, and we must earn this final spot through the path of victory. And it begins once again in Game 3, this time versus Seattle, where Rhett Lauder takes on George Kirby.
We lost.
It's the final week of baseball, and the wild card race is heating up hotter than ever. The water is boiling, and we are trying to jump out of the pot and survive into playing through October. Gavin Stone will lead against the San Francisco Giants, and Kyle Harrison, who has picked up a 10-13 record off of 163 innings pitched and a 4.19 ERA. It is very similar to Gavin Stone's record there, and we'll see if we can make a final push and solidify a wild card spot and seal our series ticket to October. Oh, man. Okay.
Started off right. Let's just move on. I'm excited. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Luis Garcia versus Hayden Birdsong. That's an interesting last name.
Tweet, motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. He didn't like it.
Oh, Tim Mesa? He's a former Blue Jay.
Well, Max Meyer, former Marlin there now against Daniel Espino. Come on, get the series, kid. No! We lost.
Oh, man. We got pummeled. Not good.
Wow.
I don't even want to look at the wild card race in between.
I do.
You do?
I do. We got to know. 3 games away from elimination. The Red Sox clinched it. But the Astros and the Yankees are tied. So there's only going to be one spot there. And then us and the Athletics are behind. We need to win 2 out of 3, and we need the other teams to lose 2 out of 3. It is going to come down to the wire. The final 3 games of the year are going to decide the playoffs. I don't understand how this happens every year in baseball. It's so crazy that all these teams play 162 games, and somehow the only ones that matter are the final 3 games of the year every time.
Heading into the final series of the season, and as Baker just stated, these are the 3 most important games of the year. We are 1 game over 500, trying to solidify the last wildcard spot. Yarlin Susanna versus Walker Buehler.
Oh man.
Fuck. We got pummeled.
Obliterated. Wow.
So we need to win these last 2 games or we're out.
Oh, Rhett Lauder versus Corbin Burns is the matchup.
Oh, shit. Hey, they're both. So you got a 10-10 record against the 14-14 record.
Yep.
Oh,
man.
Come on, Rhett. If you ever needed to pitch a game of your fucking life, today's the day.
Keep the hopes alive.
No.
4-8. That's 4 losses in a row.
Right when we needed the wins the most, the team collapses.
Yeah. Look how much they've been able to hit our pitching. That's crazy.
20 runs scored against us in 2 games.
In the last 4 games, we've allowed 33 runs.
We didn't deserve this.
No.
And here is the final game. Gavin Stone against Brandon
Pafadita.
I don't even care. This is disappointing.
Just hit it. Yeah.
And we lose.
Man, 1 game under 500.
Better luck next season. Thank you for the kick in the dick, MLB The Show. The Astros beat the Dodgers I'm okay with the Dodgers losing, but I'm not happy with the Astros winning. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
but I'm happier the Dodgers lost, I guess.
I'd be happier if both teams lost.
Yeah, me too. But one team's got to win, so I'm glad it wasn't the Dodgers.